Hey, it's Mitch Survival. I'm in the woods, a couple of friends of mine again. We're going to do some primitive cooking. This time we're going to be doing a primitive oven. Stay tuned. Alright, so basically you just dig a hole, and then you want to cobblestone the inside with rocks. Take one flat one on the bottom, as big as you can get it, so you have a larger clean cooking surface. And as you go up towards the top, you want to just push in rocks on the side. And you want to try to get their angle, if possible, to face towards the food. So as they radiate heat, they're kind of shooting it in a certain direction with their shape. So you want it to be towards the food. So this one has to be about that angle. So I'm going to just take some dirt, just add a little behind it. So over time, the oven becomes more efficient. You know, you can do this on the go, make a real crude oven. But if you're going to have one permanently in camp, it actually pays off, because every time you use it, you refine it and improve it. And that's basically the whole process. You know, you dig a hole, put a big stone at the bottom, you cobblestone all the way around, you try to put them in an angle that would help the pit generate heat better towards the center, and the basis of your oven's done. Alright, so now I've taken all those rocks and dumped them in my pit. I've thrown some embers in there so I can get a fire started a little quicker. And taken some logs from my main fire as well. And just separate this kindling a little bit. Yeah. So I can get the small stuff.
Keep going? No.
Just to the twigs.
What's that? So lay off the shopping. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, get it sharpened so I won't be with it.
Yeah, and just leave it alone. And there's plenty of shopping if it looks like. Huh?
It's accelerating.
Yes, it is.
That's what I want. It's on its way. I'm going to wait for it to break through what I've added already. Alright, so we're going to build a fire here. Get a nice roaring blaze. Heat these rocks. Get them blazing hot. We'll get back to you. So now what I want to do is remove any burning firewood. And then I'm going to remove and push aside the rocks until I get to that flat plate bottom that we started with. Then I'm going to sit my game or whatever I'm eating right on top of it. Alright, it's all the firewood. So I'm going to start removing some of the rocks. I'm going to put them off to the side. So then I mix them with the firewood. So I want to put them back on after. Alright, so I'm going to put my food right in there. I put a little water inside the body. Here it's sizzling. That's why I want it. Now, I remember this rock. It's nice and flat, really big. I'll put that right on the breast, right on the thickest part. I'll do the same on the other side. Gotta get it over there. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to just fill the hole up.
The yellow hatchet there, the tripod,
Alright, so me and my buddy Kenny are just gonna take the roof, the cover of the oven, put it right on. Alright, so the chicken has a nice sizzle to it. So I know it's gonna cook good. Now you can actually judge your time depending on how fast it's sizzling. I can hear it in there right now. When I put the rock on there, that was a good sizzle. It's going to cook a little quicker than 3 hours. Usually if it's a low sizzle, you're going to go at least 3 hours. 3 hours and 15 minutes is a good number. But if it's really, cooking it quickly, you don't want to dry it out. So it's kind of a moisture game. That's why I put a little water inside the bird to begin with. I want to keep the moisture in there. So I'm probably going to cook it about 2 hours and 45 minutes. So we're going to let this cook and we'll get back to you. Alright, so the way that I made the top of the oven, I made a grid of sticks that span the distance. Let's see, one right here going across. Okay, so I made a grid. Then I made two that was first underneath all of them, going the opposite direction. This one and this one. So we have two sticks with a whole bunch going across in a grid pattern. So now you hold both of these on both ends. You can pick the whole structure straight up, set it aside, and it just makes it really clean, neat and easy. On top I just put a bunch of debris. I did this months ago. It's still sitting here. I never changed it. It's just old pine needles. At the time it was all green. It's just all dead now. See if you can hear. You could smell what you can hear. Alright, now we're just going to lift off the cover and see where we're at. It's good. Is it hot? Oh yeah. Look at that. Oh, that smells good, huh? That's a hot one. That's a hot one. Yeah, I want the ash on it. Look at that. Woo! That's some golden goodness right there. Looking pretty good. Alright, so let's see how we made out with the innards here. Oh man. Oh, look at that. It's got my name all over it. Alright, coming home to me. Alright, so there's my portion. Golden, crispy goodness. Tons of meat underneath all this skin. Alright guys, dig in. Alright, so we keep it next to the fire, our main fire. Keep it warm while we eat it. Delicious. Try my first bite here.
It's definitely better than rotisserie.
Oh man. Wow. It's like amazing moist tender meat and like lightly braised skin. Got some crunch to it. Oh wow. Yeah.
That's like 3 in a row for you, huh? Came out.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's good, man.
Good stuff, Joe.
Oh, that's real good.
Pretty wild. You don't need no $500 oven.
Nope.
You just need some rocks in the ground.
Exactly. Exactly. Alright guys, so this is the beauty of cooking like this. You get phenomenal tender meat out of it.
The wood gives it a great flavor too. You still taste some of it.
And you just dig a hole, throw some rocks in there. Take it from there. Fill it up with rocks. Light it on fire. Make some room back at the bottom. Take some out. Put the chicken in. Cover it up. Then put the lid on. That's basically it. I waited 3 hours on the dot to open it up. And it is just incredible. One of the things I really like about this style of cooking is that you don't use any gear except for woodland resources. I don't have to bring any metal components out here at all. I use stones, dirt, and fire, and some sticks to make cover and debris. Now, because the oven does cook for 3 hours unaided, it allows you to multitask. So you can work on your gear that you actually use to hunt that animal in the first place. You know, repair some arrows, things like that. You know, maybe collect edibles that you want to add to the meal. And another really amazing thing about this is that, unlike a spit, when you cook on a spit and you just use dry radiation, this style really allows you to conserve the juices and collect the fat. You know, this is like glistening, moist, you know, fatty meat. You know, it actually, you know, it doesn't dry out the fat, so that way you can actually eat it. You get more nutritional value out of it. And I really think that's really key. That's the main reason why I keep going back to it. It's just juicy and like dripping, and there's like plenty of. It's amazing. All this fat and calories. It just makes the meal far more nutritional than it would have otherwise. All right. Well, this has been Mitch and Nina Survival. Appreciate your views, your comments, and your support. Thanks for joining me on this vid. Catch you guys later.